Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Duke. Come on up. Come on up. Here's Duke. Here's
Hello,
Duke.
everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. It is Sunday night. What is it? December 5th. Hope you had a great weekend. Still have a few more hours. But thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Here's Duke. He's here for the popcorn. Apparently, he's here for the show. You're probably not supposed to give dogs popcorn.
Well, guess what?
Hey, Leanna. How is everybody? Well, we should probably get moving. People got places to go, hands to shake, babies to kiss, all that good stuff.
Nope.
Hello. I think I
Nothing better to
can't
do
read
with
it. It
my
either
time.
says Renee or Irene. So hello, Renee or Irene.
It didn't pop up on
No,
on my
it's
screen
popping
yet.
up on my phone.
Oh,
So
okay.
welcome, welcome. If you're new, my name is Robin. This is Duke. He's our self-appointed mascot. And over here, hiding behind the computer is Bill, and we are Raincross Farms Makery. We're located in just outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and we love to craft and we love to share our ideas with you,
Come on, fatty.
hopefully to inspire you. Before I get started, I'm going to do something here. This is my public business page, so I have to be careful what I say and do, but I am going to be putting together some little Christmas gifts, and so watch closely because I can't really advertise this here. So if I were putting together a Christmas gift, I would put in a little chalkboard, and I'd put in a little transfer that fit on said chalkboard. Okay, maybe one that was year-round, or maybe one that was specific to the holidays.
Maybe both?
Maybe. Okay. So I would stick that inside, and then what else would you need if you were chalking? Well, you probably need a board eraser so you could clean your transfer. And well, you definitely need some chalk paste. Couple of packets, something that would look good on that black background, and of course a mini squeegee. Okay, so wouldn't that be
You're gonna have everything that you need.
everything you need to make a little project? So let me go over that again. What I would put in, I would have a little mini chalkboard, two-sided, okay, and a transfer that fits on it. Maybe holiday, maybe something year-round. Okay. I would put in a board eraser and some paste packets that went with the transfer and a mini squeegee. And I think that would be a really cute gift for yourself or for somebody that you think might be interested in chalking. So because this is not a bundle that the company offers, I can't offer this on this page. I have to offer this on my VIP page. So if this is something that you might be interested in, you might want to either type VIP in the comments or click on that link in the pinned post that says join our VIP group. The VIP group is free. It's just where I can offer sales and deals. And I bet you could find this at a bargain price and order get a couple of things checked off your Christmas list this year. So did you like how I did that? I didn't offer anything for sale. I didn't tell any sale prices. I just showed you what I would put in a stocking. So hopefully you understood what I was doing there.
Are you done yet?
I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. You need to say hi to,
okay, I need to say it.
Cheryl.
I said hi to Alana. I'm sorry, Liana. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Janice. Hey, Beverly and Alana. Yes. Alana, it's been a while. Hopefully you had a good Christmas party the other night. Hopefully you're not on call, don't have any more emergencies. All that talking. Gotta get my coffee. Okay, why is our dog on the table?
He's looking for more popcorn.
Okay. And we wonder why the dog is not well behaved. Okay, so tonight's project, I was going through, I was trying to think, okay, which transfers have I not used? Because time's running out. So I wanted to show one I haven't done before. So I came across this one, and I haven't done it live. I've used it. You can see it's kind of stained up. But it says, all hearts come home for Christmas. And we are getting ready. We're getting ready to have our kids come and join us from Southern California. They're going to come for Christmas. So, mad rush trying to get the house ready and get the guest room ready and get all this craft stuff cleaned up and moved downstairs. So I just really like that sentiment, all hearts come home for Christmas, because my hearts are coming home. Well, to our home for Christmas, not their home. So, and then I thought, well, what surface have I not used? What new technique have I not shown you? And I thought, let's do it on a canvas. Now, I've got two kinds here. I've got this kind that's stretched on the frame. And I think this is 11 by 14. It's not exactly big enough for this whole transfer, but it would get the most important parts on there. Okay. So there's this kind, and then there's also this kind. This I know I got this at the Dollar Tree. They don't always have these big ones, but it's an 11 by 14, and it's a canvas. It's called a canvas panel. So it's not on the wood frame. So you'd have to hang it a little differently. But I thought we would do it on this one, and I'll tell you how you can do it on this also. If you used the kind with the frame, I hope you're talking about Duke, Christy, and not Bill. Although Bill is a beautiful and sweet guy.
Yeah, whatever. I'm taking it for me. And it's Janice. It's Janice.
Oh, Janice. No, that was Christy.
No, Janice, not like
Janice.
Denise.
Okay. Well, I'm not to her yet.
Because we're friends now.
I'm still on Christy. Hi, Fran. Hi, Janice. I'll have to remember that.
Hello,
Kita.
Christy.
Hello.
She's talking to me, right? And Fran's
Yeah,
here.
That's what I said. Christy. I think she's talking to Duke, not you.
No, she's talking to me.
Anyway, if you wanted to do a transfer on this kind, what you'd have to do is, if you just put the transfer down on here and that canvas kind of bows down, you're gonna have paste everywhere. It's gonna leak everywhere. So you need to make sure you get a towel or a couple of towels or something to support the back, so that it's flush up here. So you probably even want another towel. So that's kind of one of the keys to use these stretched canvases. You could also do a reverse canvas. We'll have to do that sometime. But reverse canvas is where you completely take the canvas off, and then you stain the frame, and then you paint on the canvas, and then you put the frame back down on top of it, which is a whole other thing. We're not going to do it tonight. Hopefully, maybe you've heard about it. We'll do it sometime. But that's how you would do this kind of canvas. But we're not going to do that one tonight. We're just going to do this canvas panel. So let's get started. And this is wrapped in plastic. So again, this is from the Dollar Tree. They generally always have, at least ours, always have some kind of canvas. But usually not this big, but I lucked out and I got a couple of them. But this is something you could put in a frame, or I'll show you how you could just attach a hanger to it. So here we go. And it's got this canvas cover. Now, the key to doing the canvas is, what I have been told, and I've only done a couple and it seems to have worked, is you don't want to wax it, you want to sand it. So you get a sanding block, This is just a sanding block from the Dollar Tree. And you want to just sand the surface. Sorry for that sound. You want to sand the surface of that canvas. Sorry, I'm shaking the table and my camera. And you want to sand it until you can feel that it's kind of smooth. Sorry, I'm shaking it. So I can feel it's not quite as rough and bumpy. And that should cut down on a lot of the bleeding of the paste. Okay, so let's shake off that dust, and I'm going to clean up my table here. Now you do the same thing with this other canvas. Just sand it up till it's smooth. Okay.
I was up poking around. I was trying to do some stuff.
Okay. Alana has done a lot of oil painting. You need to talk to Bill about oil painting.
No, you don't.
He's wanting to dabble. Okay. Now, here's our transfer. I'm not going to fuzz it because I want it to stick. I want it to stick really well on this. So I'm going to peel this off. This is our C-size transfer, so it's 12 by 18. And it is going to be a little bit tall, so I'm going to leave off the birds and these little flowers. But I'm going to center this on the board as best I can. And then I'm going to push it down because I want it to stick to that canvas so that so that the paste doesn't have any place to bleed. So pushing it down, making sure I don't have any air bubbles. Okay. You can get canvases. I told you I got mine at the Dollar Tree, but you can get canvases just about anywhere. Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Also, a lot of times I've seen them at Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshall's and those kinds of stores. I imagine like the Tuesday morning stores, and we don't have one of those close to us. Okay. So I got that all pushed down. Now the colors I'm going to use tonight, I'm going to use our candy apple, our red, and our meadow, so our Christmassy colors, because it's about Christmas. I'm also going to use some black velvet, and I'm going to use some Shimmer Copper.
That was my idea.
That was his idea, Shimmer Copper. Okay. You could also paint your canvas, paint the back of it. You could use acrylic paint, or you could use chalk paint. Also, if you didn't want the white canvas, and they also sell, I've seen black canvas, so if you wanted a black surface, you could certainly do that. If you painted it though, I think I would wax it afterwards. I might sand it and wax it, because you wouldn't want to pull up that paint with your sticky transfer. But there's nothing to pull up here, so I didn't do any waxing or fuzzing. Okay, so when you're using the bigger transfers, I'm going to need to do the paste and pull method, because if I start at the top, by the time I get to the bottom, my paste is going to be dry at the top. So I'm going to do a little bit, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to pull it back, release it from the screen. What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? You know, I got some statements about that, you know.
This is just coffee with a whole lot of, well, it's creamer and sugar with a little bit of coffee put in. So that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking? He's drinking a Fresca. Yeah, here's his Fresca. What do you have, the peach?
I got the peach tonight.
He's got the peach. Okay. So I'm just going to decide I can do everything in one color and then stop, or I can start from the top and work my way down, however I feel like doing it. Now this should be relaxing. This should not be something that I get all panicky about. I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to start from the top and move down. Okay, so I'm either going to need a couple of squeegees, or if I only have one, I just need some wipes or something to clean it off in between. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, there's little hollies. There's little hollies that I will do in green, and then the berries I'll do in red. And then I think any of these little line accents I will do in the copper. The main words I will do in black. And then down here I'll do these in red and green and red and green. And I think I want home in the copper also. I want that to be the big word that stands out. I think that'll look nice in the Shimmer Copper. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. I'm going to get started. I think I will start with...
You do that.
You know what? I think I'm going to start with...
Green.
Green.
I think you ought to start with green.
Start with green. And so I should tell you, because some of you might be new, this is Chalkology Paste. I sell it in my online shop. It is chalk in paste form. It's specially formulated to go with our silkscreen stencils transfers. These are adhesive backed, reusable. You can use them 10 to 12 times or more if you take really good care of them. And I'm going to apply this with a squeegee, and I'm just going to kind of wipe it over the surface. It's going to go through that screen and onto the canvas beneath. And I'm just going to slowly work my way down. And like I said, this because it's chalk, it dries pretty quickly. So I don't want it to dry in the screen, because if it dries in the screen, when I lift it up, it will pull up the paste, and I don't want to pull up the paste. So I need to remove it while it's still wet. And I'm going to go to, this is our candy apple. And same thing, I'm using a little smaller squeegee because it's a smaller space. And just going over those little berries. Set that aside. And I'm going to switch over new black. So take the lid off. Toss that. And I'm going to do the words in black. So I've just taken my time, just pulling this paste over the screen, praying it's not bleeding underneath. Set that aside. And now I'm going to switch over to my Shimmer Copper. This is, it's got like little mica flakes, kind of, not truly glitter, or it wouldn't go through the screen if it was glitter, but it gives it just a shimmer. Really pretty. I'm going to put those on those little embellishment lines. Oops, and I just dragged it into the black. That's okay. Okay. And now I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to peel this back. Pull from the middle. Little bit of bleeding, but that's just because of the surface. It is what it is, but it's not too bad. And then I'm going to before I lay it back down, I'm going to get my quick dry tool and I'm going to just give it a quick dry. And our paste dries pretty quickly, so this doesn't take long at all. And that is just enough to let me lay it back down. I'm not going to push down on where I've already chalked, but I'm going to push down where I still need to. So again, I don't want any place for it to bleed any more than it's going to on canvas. Okay, so hearts is going to be in black, and the word come is going to be in black. Now, if you're using a surface that tends to bleed like canvas, you want to make sure you're not pushing really, really hard, because that will just push the paste out. So you just kind of want a light touch. And be done with it. Yeah, scrape up that excess. And I'm going to do this word here. Do you have any comments?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Well, there's comments.
They're having a conversation back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm being quiet. I'm actually typing out a question for all of you right now.
Uh-oh. He's giving you homework.
No, I'm giving you classwork.
So if you, I see there's 10 people watching. So if you're new and you're not, and you want to come out of the bushes, tell us where you're from. Just say hello so we know you're there. And we appreciate you watching. And if you haven't followed our page, we would love for you to do that. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers by New Year's Eve. We've got a ways to go, but there's still time. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to do this in green. And then I'm going to do this in red, because that kind of looks like a heart. Okay, now I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to peel it off. Notice that it's harder to clean the shimmer. Yes, it is. The shimmer paste does want to stick. What I have found is that cleaning it in the sink tends to help. Some running water. Okay, so that released that paste. And I'm going to dry it. You want to get the shimmer out of the screen. Usually it comes out of the screen pretty well, but I'm finding that it sticks to the transfer quite a bit, which can affect how the adhesive properties. I would try maybe running water. You might try soaking it for. You don't want to soak it for long. They don't recommend that you do that. But you might try soaking it for a couple of minutes and make sure you're using your board eraser. And if worse comes to worse, you don't want to do this very often, but you can use the disinfecting wipes, not the baby wipes, because that's a whole different formula and they tend to be fuzzier. But on occasion, if you really need to get something clean, you can clean your transfer with one of these. But again, because there's chemicals in that, you don't want to do that very often. So you might try that to get the shimmer out. But other than it clogging up your screen or picking up on the adhesive, lightening up the adhesive, there's nothing wrong with the shimmer being on your transfers. Just it being there isn't necessarily a problem. But if it's interfering with the stickiness or if it's interfering with your screen, then yes, you need to deal with that. So maybe that will help. Enjoy watching and do get lots of ideas. Awesome. Well, if you do have any ideas of what we can do, I mean, we have some things, but we would love to be doing what you want to see.
Are you needing ideas in a particular area?
Me?
Are you looking? No, I'm talking to them.
Oh.
You have too many ideas.
I have too many ideas.
Too many ideas. But the thing is, we're trying to decide what would be most useful, especially at this time of the year.
Are you wanting to see decorations? Are you wanting to see gifts? Are you wanting to just see, I don't know. What do you want to see? Okay, and...
You're saying all of the above.
All of the above. Okay, now I can see
That's
this.
not helpful, Cheryl.
This needs to get pushed down before I...
No, it just... You know, what's really in the back of my mind is the fact that we had a major amount of growth at one point. And then all of a sudden it sort of bailed, and I thought, you know what? People are probably needing to see something new. So I didn't know if there was something new you want to see, or if there's, you know, what is it?
They want to see a glow forge. They want to see work on a glow forge. So,
they want to see
honey,
Duke.
we have to buy a glow forge so we can show them.
They want to
how
see
it
more
works.
of Duke.
Yeah, well. Yeah, well. Don't we all want to see more of Duke? Okay. So, working my way down to the bottom.
Alana,
Taking
don't
my
start.
time.
Don't even start, Alana. She says, "What is that?" Don't go down that row.
What, a glow forge?
Yeah.
You need to buy us one.
That's it.
Explain what a glow forge is.
All right. All right. Now we're getting some. Okay, you're doing a great job. People might be just busy for the holidays.
Yep.
That might be true.
It's true.
Very, very true. And
well, we're trying different times. Well, we need to be trying different times. See if maybe some people are.
Yeah,
this
what
is
about
not
the
a good time. I mean, obviously, this is a good time for these people.
Yeah.
But
Christy says more ducks.
More ducks. More ducks.
I don't know. What is she talking about?
Okay, so peeling this off so it doesn't dry in the transfer. I like that copper.
So, Alana wants to know what a glow forge is. A glow forge is a tiny little laser cutter. It is sort of like the one I had at my school. That when you guys are wondering, it's a glow. What I had at school was a glow forge on steroids.
You had the industrial.
Yeah, I had an industrial one, but basically it's a laser cutter. You can cut anything with it, as far as wood or you can etch on glass. It doesn't actually etch the glass; it actually breaks the surface of the glass. That's what it does.
Okay. So I peeled it up. I just want to show you. I'm not pushing down where I've already pasted. I'm just pushing down where I still need to. Okay, go ahead.
Cheryl says anytime is good for her. Liana says anytime is good for her. And Christy says she spelled wrong. She meant doggy. How did we get duck out? Come here, duck.
More duckies.
Come here, ducky.
Say, no, we're happy with chickens. We don't need ducks.
Oh, look, I called you. Come here, ducky, and look who comes.
He goes, I'll be a duck.
Come over and say hi to Mom.
Don't say
His tail's wagging.
Hey, baby.
Lana says she likes lasers almost as much as she likes glitter. I doubt that. I doubt you like lasers as much as you like glitter. Christy says our times are right.
Okay, well, we won't completely give up on this time, but
No.
we are going to experiment around with some other times.
Cheryl says hi to Duke.
So hopefully you can catch us live, but if not, please watch our replays and comment. We get just as much credit if you comment on a replay than if you were watching live. Let's see, where do I want? I want to do some red. Want to do some green. Yeah, and you know, you could always just do this with one color. One and done. There's a time and a place for that too. Okay, let's do some.
Janice says it was very refreshing when you did the pillowcase.
No.
A lot of people don't consider sewing a craft, and I love the way you explain it as you go. I'm very interested in what you're doing now. Just haven't bit the bullet yet. You two are fun to watch, and so do whatever. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm still going to go back to what did she call me? I got to go back and get that one in now.
Okay.
You know,
Fill it up from this side. Give just
that-
one more section.
That beautiful and sweet guy.
That beautiful and sweet
Beautiful,
guy.
That's me. Beautiful and sweet guy. Can you hold that?
Okay. Almost done. I'm just going to outline Christmas. Ooh, knocked over my glue gun. Okay, and I see a little boo-boo in up there.
Boo-boo?
I'm going to see if
Hey, boo-boo.
I can fix that. Nope, I'm just making it worse. Okay, so I think I had a little bit of the red paste dry in the screen. But I will touch that up later, and I'm going to finish this out in, red.
Alana says her schedule is crazy most of the time, and so wouldn't want to switch anything because of her thoughts, but I'll be with you anytime I can be and agree that you two are much fun, not that she's biased or anything. Yeah, right. Hi, Patty. Patty Bender is
Hey,
on,
Patty.
saying hello. Cheryl says she has 10 chickens and too many dogs and cats. I don't think that's possible, is it?
Yes.
Is it possible to have too many dogs and cats?
Yes.
And then Liana says she agrees with Janice. I like how you explain your processes as you go. It helps when I go back to recreate it herself.
Good. Thank you.
So that's working.
That lets us know what we need to keep doing.
Oh, Janice said she didn't know commenting on replay counted, so she's
Yes.
happy to do
Yes.
that from there. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes,
We're
it
we're
does.
learning all kinds of stuff. So yes, comment on a replay, and we get Facebook gives us just as much credit for that. They're also looking for at least 3-minute views. So even if you can't stay and watch an entire video, and not just for us, for anybody that you follow, if you can stay on for 3 minutes, Facebook likes that. So if you can just let it run, let it run for 3 minutes, if nothing else. And Facebook likes that. Okay, so I did pull up a little bit of red here, so I'll have to go back and fix that when it's completely dry. So I think this is done. I like it. And this is a big old, well, this isn't even one of our beasts. This is our middle size transfer. So I'm gonna clean this up later, but for right now, because that I'm gonna take to the sink. But for right now, I'm just gonna spray it with water so that paste doesn't dry. That will help me when I go to clean it. So to clean it, what I'll do is I'll spray it with water, and then I'll start with a paper towel, and I'll just wipe off any of that excess paste. Then I'll go back through with my board eraser, which is one of these. It's like a magic eraser.
Wait, you're starting a brand new one tonight?
Well, yeah. Well, the other one's by the sink, but it's kind of on its last leg, so I'm breaking out. I deserve it. I'm breaking out a new board eraser. So that's like a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals in this, which you don't want to get chemicals on these to help them last as long as possible. So I'm going to close up my paste. It's water-based, so if it's exposed to the air, it'll start to dry. So I wouldn't want to leave this out overnight where it would thicken up. But if I did, I could just spray distilled water in them and stir it up, and it'll bring it back to its proper consistency. Okay, so here it is. All hearts come home for Christmas, and you probably can't see it. There's a little mess up on that heart there, but I'll go back when it's completely dry. I'll go back through and touch that up, and pretty fancy. What do you think?
Patty says that's pretty, and Charles says that's so cute.
Yeah. So I'll put this. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it. Let me dry it just a little bit more. So this was on canvas, and there is a little bit of bleeding. The edges aren't super sharp, like if I had done it on a painted surface. So maybe if I had sanded a little bit more, or it might just be the nature of the beast. But you probably can't see it from there, only if you're up close to it. Can you see how it's kind of got some little feathering on the edges? But like I said, it's not super obvious from a distance. Now what I could do is I could invest in a wooden frame and just stick this inside a frame and hang it that way. Or what I could do is I could take some jute or some string or some ribbon, and I could just glue on the back, and I can hang it with a string this way. So I think that might be what I'm going to do.
You're just stringing me along now.
I am. I'm going to cut this. This is my green jute twine from the Dollar Tree. Love that store. You just never know what you're going to find, and you got to buy it when you see it. And I'm thinking I might put some beads on this, kind of give it a little farmhouse look. Now, what do you think? Should I do, I have some black beads. Should I put black beads on there? Or do you think I should put just the natural color beads? Okay, so tell me what you think.
Put in a B or an N.
Or you can type out natural or black. Okay.
I'm trying to make it easy for him. Okay?
Whatever.
You're
so either the natural, or I could
just use the jute.
I could back and forth.
You could jute it. You could alternate them.
Adjudicate it. Get it?
I get it.
So tell me what you think.
Ooh.
The black beads. A B.
Janice says red.
A red. Well, that would be great. I just don't have any painted red.
All right, we got one B, one N, one N, one
Lots
N,
of N's, lots of
N's.
naturals.
So naturals
Okay.
are popping up.
Christy says do both. I could alternate them. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of naturals. All of them are great ideas. I'm just indecisive, and that's the great part about crafting is
Indecisive.
you can
Lots
do
of thumbs up
whatever
on that
you
indecisive
want.
thing.
Okay. So
Lots of
my little trick for threading beads is take a piece of tape, just a little piece of Scotch tape, and you're going to kind of make a needle for yourself. You're just going to wrap this around like a shoelace. What are those, aglets? There's a technical term for those little plasticky things at the end of shoelaces. So I'm just wrapping that up, and it kind of gives me like a little needle. Okay. So let's see, how many of these should I do? 1, 2,
So Christy, I was trying to get on.
3.
She asked where Daisy was.
Oh.
And I took a picture of Daisy in her chair, but I can't seem to log in as Raincross Farms Makery and post
I don't think
from
you
there.
can post a photo during a live.
Well, you can from this point. I think I can. No, that's a sticker.
Well, you can, 1,
I wonder if I can copy and paste it.
2,
I don't think it'd let me copy and paste it.
3,
Trying to learn something new here.
4,
So
5.
So,
So let's see.
Christy wanted to know where Daisy was, and I thought, well, she needs to see what Daisy likes to do.
Daisy likes to sleep in the chair. Okay. So I'm just going to tie a knot in here, and then I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to put this down because just in case it's not completely dry. And I'm going to just glue this, big wad of glue right there.
No, can't do it that way either.
And gotta,
I'm seeing what I can figure out, but you know.
okay. So I'm just laying down this knot into the hot glue. And then I think I'll do, maybe I'll split these up. I don't know, I'm winging this as I go. Okay, and I think about here, and I will tie another knot. And glue this down. About in the same spot. And hold it there till it sets.
Let's see if it goes through. Oh, photo comments are not allowed. Okay. So I thought it went through, but it wouldn't let me do it. Oh well, I tried.
Okay, well, we'll post it later. Picture Daisy all curled up in a leather rocking chair.
Nothing curled up. She's twisted.
She's twisted up.
She's
Yeah,
twisted up.
Okay. That
Christy, I don't know if I'm your friend on. You know what? I can shift over to that one. I think. Hold on here for a second. I think I can switch.
Okay, as soon as that sets, I will show you. And I just kind of have some beads on one side, some beads on the other side. Maybe I should have done complete row of beads. I can always go back and add more.
No, you're not popping up as my friend.
So here, well, that looks kind of funky.
There you are.
I might go back and do it completely with the beads. Or maybe I'll do fewer of them. I don't know. Probably do solid beads. But I'll go back and do that.
You'll do what?
Well, I thought maybe I'd just do a few beads on this side and a few beads on that side.
Looks
And
incomplete.
it looks kind of funny. So
Looks incomplete.
when I'm done, I'll go back and I'll redo it with solid beads. Okay. So that I can hang on the wall. If I didn't want the beads, I could just put them back here and I can lean it up against something. So that was send in, oh yeah, okay, send a messenger. Put a bow. She says put a bow. I didn't bring bow stuff. I'll add a bow later. I put all my ribbon away. Did I? Let me see.
I don't know.
Hold for,
Do
please
I,
hold.
do I have to?
Talk amongst yourselves.
What was that on Saturday Night Live? Dana Carvey used to do that. Talk amongst yourselves.
Amongst yourselves.
I'm verklempt. I need to talk amongst yourself, and didn't you give some silly thing to read?
Okay, I do have some ribbon.
Okay,
Let's
hold
see.
on. I'm going to see if I can show
Let's-
everybody a picture of Daisy.
Daisy.
I don't know if it's going to show up or not. We'll try. This is what I just sent to Christy. See if we can get it closer.
Can you see? Is that clear? She is,
In her chair.
yes,
She's in her
twisted
chair.
completely around. You're looking at her spine.
This is what Daisy likes to do, okay?
Okay, so I've got some of this ribbon. That might look good. It's kind of got some gold. It'll look a little bit like. Okay. And I also have this. So, shall we combine the two? Let's try it. Okay. This was my bargain at Joann's. They were having, what was it? Buy one, get three free.
Yeah.
And I had a $10 reward. So
Denise says, yes, it needs red.
yes, it needs red. Okay.
I agree.
I had a $10 reward, so I bought 4 of these. They were $14.99, so I bought 4 of them. So I paid for the one, and I got 3 free. So I ended up paying $5 for 4. I mean, and this is a ginormous. This is 25 yards, so we can be using this for everything.
For
Okay.
everything.
So I'm gonna make a.
Oh, Linda
Awareness.
Hooley says that's where she works.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna make, some people call this an awareness ribbon. So what you do, let me,
Thank you.
so you
That's
just
what I needed.
take your length of it, and then you kind of fold it like the awareness ribbons, the cancer awareness, and disease awareness, and then you just kind of take it and pinch it all together and scrunch it.
Scrunch it.
Scrunch it.
Is that a word?
Scrunch.
It is now.
Yes. And then you have your husband hold this.
With his big fat fingers.
Or you could tie it and then tie another one on, but he's going to hold it. Or you could get some of those little clamps. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with this. This is going to be just a tad smaller. Same thing, you're making your awareness ribbon and then kind of scrunching it together. Okay. What did I do? Here's my twine. I'm going to get my green twine. Cut a piece of that. Okay.
Ready?
I'll take the scrunchiness.
I got you.
Okay, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put them on top of each other.
That's so cute. Oh, sorry.
And then I'm going to tie them. Okay,
Getting ahead of
now
myself.
I don't
Hey,
know
Kim.
I don't know if you know this, that there's a way that when you tie string and then you pull it tight and then you let go on the pressure and it spreads out again. Here's the secret. So you take it like this and you wrap it around once. Wrap it around once. Then you wrap it around twice. And for some reason
You wrap it around for a second time.
you wrap it around a second time, and that for some reason it grabs onto itself and it doesn't release.
Cheryl says she's loving the bow. Ken said start over. He just got home from Vegas.
Okay. And I'm going to tie a couple more knots in here just
She's
so
not paying attention, Ken.
Ken got home from Vegas.
No, he
Is
said
it-
start over.
Oh, well, he always says start over. Okay, so I'm going to trim that off. So here we have...
Starting to treat you like she treats me.
You know what? I need to kind of flip that around. I'll probably put it on backwards. So I'm going
Why'd
to
you
flip
put it
that
on
around
backwards?
so that the tails are showing the color. So we have a cute little bow. Let me dovetail these.
Ken, you look like you have a lot of fun with your kids. That looked like a load of fun, especially the alien bar and the or gift store or whatever. And the I had never seen alien little golden books before. That was brand new to me.
Okay, there we go. So. Awesome sauce, cute little bow, and we can just stick it up here. Tell you what, let's put.
Seems to me that you guys went to the M&M store. It seems like that's the one inside the big Coke bottle on the strip.
The Coke bottle still there?
Yeah, the Coke bottle is still there. That used to be the Coca-Cola place, and you
we
could
loved
go in.
that.
Take the kids in there years and years ago when it was the Coke place. You could go in there and have basically.
They had the different flavors of Coca-Cola from around the world.
That was incredible.
You know, so and you could go in and they gave you little cups and you just drank Coke to your heart's content.
And my boys took them up
And
on
they did.
it.
They had Coke shooting across the room, and
They have these pumps in there that would shoot the Coke out of the machine. You would stick your glass under it, and it would shoot this stream. I can't think of the name of what it's called. Anyway, go ahead.
okay, so there we go. We've got a bow on it. I'm not the best bow maker, but it's a bow. I'll put the rest of the beads on afterwards. But in the meantime, trying not to hide the word all. Just flip this completely up here. Okay. But cute little sign for your visitors, for your thinking about your family. This is a time where hopefully families get together and forgive each other and whatever needs to be done to have peace and bring their hearts home. So I like this little sentiment. Wanted to show you how you could use it on a canvas. These are pretty inexpensive surfaces, and I hope you like it. Let's see, I hope you spoiled them all rotten before you left. Oh, the kids, the grandkids and daughter.
Mm-hmm. Made some good memories.
Like he did, yes.
So Christy Sal's, now let's do another craft.
Well, how about tomorrow? Let's see, we have a meeting tomorrow night, so we will come on probably late morning Pacific time, early afternoon, other times tomorrow. And I have an idea for a craft.
Uh-oh.
Dollar Tree materials. So
Too many ideas.
So make yourself one. If you're interested in the supplies that I used, you can type hearts in the comments, and that will get you a list of the supplies, all of the paste that I used. If you're interested in purchasing, or if you're just curious about how much things cost, I put in the cart all the things I used, from the squeegees to the quick dry tool, the fuzzing cloth, everything. So take a look at it if you're interested in, and don't forget, Christmas is coming, and if you watched the very beginning, you saw what kinds of things I would put in here if I were to sell a little Christmas gift. So, but I can't sell it on this page, so at least I'd have to sell it at retail cost. So if you're interested in a sale on these, get yourself over to the VIP group, and that should have posted at about 6:15. So it should be posted there, a link to where you can order a one or two or more little kits, kits to completely. Thank you for your oh, you already got one, didn't you, Christy? What did you think? It's enough to make a complete project. These were our bingo prizes. So it's enough to make a complete little project, and then you get enough paste where you could get your own surface and do something more, because this will be plenty to do several projects. So anyway, that's in the VIP group, and I think that's it. I think I'll let you go. Enjoy the last waning hours of your weekend, and we will see you again tomorrow. And I think that's it.